Yo, good morning. Great morning. Happy Monday.
Yo,
We back at it again. The Man Pod. We live as usual. I'm Antoine Bethea. Got my co-host D Butt. What it do,
yes,
baby?
sir. We in the building.
What it do? How was your weekend?
Man, the weekend was good. Hold on, let me fix this mic. I feel like I'm tripping right now. Hold up. Yeah. Caught your ass trying to mess up my audio. Nope. No, sir.
Your ass. Hold on, real quick, AB, real quick. Shit got it.
I'm here, bro. I ain't going nowhere.
Man.
While you at it, definitely happy International Women's Day.
Real Tone Diggs. What's today?
Happy International Women's Day. Shout out to all the lovely ladies holding us down.
Yes, sir. It's always National Women's Day in my house.
No, for sure. I know it's real over there.
All this estrogen flying around in here.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, shout out to y'all, man. Gang in the building. What up?
Mm-hmm.
Mic sound better?
Nah, I sound better.
All right, bet. The weekend was good, man. Been blasting this Drake little 3-pack he dropped when he first dropped it. Like a lot of Drake projects, I'm like, man, this is mid. This is straight. I probably like one, maybe
two. Now
it's been on repeat.
Yeah.
So weekend been good, man. Got the All-Star festivities last night.
Yeah.
That was cool. The 3-point contest. Did you watch the 3-point contest?
I did. I did. I was locked in.
Who did you have? I should have hit you. Who did you have?
I had Steph, obviously. I had Steph, but Mike Conley, man, he gave him a fight. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope finals. But you can't bet against Steph, man. It's that shit is unreal, man. I was kind of going against it at first when they were talking about he was the best shooter in the game in history. You know what I mean? Thinking about, growing up, looking at Reggie Miller.
That shit quick.
Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying? But now, bro, it's crazy. It's nuts, man, what he's able to do, man, and how he's been able to change the game. Where, when I was growing up, you'll be a damn fool on a fast break to stop at a 3-point line to pull up.
Yeah.
Everybody doing it now, man. So Steph, man, he a killer, man. Changed the game for sure.
Yeah, I had him too. I said if I had to bet on somebody that wasn't Steph, I would have bet on Levine.
Yeah.
But it came down, like you said, Conley. Conley was out there shooting. He was a late add to the All-Star game. He came out there shooting that bitch.
Sure.
And then the game, the dunk contest was
doo-doo.
That was some mid.
I ain't gonna say doo-doo because they doing stuff I know I can't do. But just from the past, just living up to what we expect in the dunk contest, it was cool. It was cool.
Nah, it was garbage.
Yeah,
it was trash. No disrespect to the competitors.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to disrespect.
You know what I mean? I'm definitely not. I'm not disrespecting, but I don't watch the football games, some NFL games. I done been a part of some trash games. Sometimes the product is just trash. Like last night, that's just trash. Like, part of it was obviously the guys not being notable, and then just some of the, them doing it at halftime had a little different feel. The dunks kind of.
I don't even care about them being notable or not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what I don't care about.
That matters though, bro.
To me, though,
I know you're an athlete and you just want to see the athlete. But as a fan, I'm a fan, and I watch.
I'm a fan too. Like
I watch NBA TV, and when you see Dominique and Jordan going at it, bro, like.
Bro, you see, this is where people can make their mark, bro. Like if I'm not notable and I got a crazy dunk, like this is where I'm gonna show it. Like I'm gonna make my name on this on this dunk contest. I get what you.
Who made their name from the dunk contest? Who won a dunk contest or two and was like, all right, like he's gonna? Because I know some amazing dunkers, but they ain't get buckets. If you're not getting buckets, bro, like
it's an opportunity, man. So what I'm not tripping off of. LeBron not in the joint or whatever the case may be. I just wanted to see some good ass dunks, which I didn't see. So that's all. It's a dunk contest. Like it's not. I mean, I want to see some dope ass dunks.
I feel you, but I don't know, bro. I feel like that affects the dunk contest. Me maybe because I grew up. The most memorable dunk contest of my life was that Vince Carter.
For sure.
Like that performance, and Vince Carter got buckets. So that Levine, even though he was at that point probably just known as being a dunker, he's getting buckets. Eric Gordon, he was a good player.
So when Zach LaVine in the dunk contest, he was like a notable name to you?
Notable enough. Notable enough for sure.
Notable enough?
Yeah, notable. It would be like I wouldn't say Ja Morant, but it'll be like I knew he was going to be a good player. I didn't know he was going to be this good, but I knew. Right. I think most people who watched Zach LaVine play knew he was going to be a good player in the NBA. He was playing. He was getting buckets.
He was, but I wouldn't line him up with the Vince Carter, the Dominique.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Not.
So again, even if you hear Zach LaVine, you're like, okay, all right, cool, but he still wasn't like, oh, Zach LaVine about to go out here and kill shit. But he came on a show and he had some crazy ass dunks.
Yeah, I knew he was flying from before that. So
like the young boy that won it last night. Everybody was like, he can jump. Yeah, right. So he could jump out.
Who won the dunk contest last night, AB?
He can jump out the gym. You know what I'm saying?
AB, who won the dunk contest last night? What's his name?
I forgot the young boy name, man. I forgot the young boy name.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying, man? We knew, like, whoever won it. Come on, man.
But they were talking he could jump out the gym. And I was expecting for him to come out and for all three of them to come out and do some crazy shit.
I mean, they did some. I think the best dunk of the night was probably that over the head with the windmill that Obi Toppin did. He kind of used the arm.
Yeah.
Which was a little, whatever. But that dunk, the fake kiss, that was impressive.
That was
impressive. He got up there.
He was.
He got up there. He got up there, I would have said, like, I didn't want to kiss the rim because of COVID or something. But if he would have actually kissed the rim, that would have been like something. That would have been like, all right, you would have known who won the joint last night. But
my man, Simmons. What was his name? Simmons. Anthony Simons. Anthony Simmons.
The boys was flying though.
Yeah,
boys, like you said, no disrespect to the Nate Robinson. Somebody said Nate Robinson. He got buckets too though. And he was notable because he was short too. So that's different. You see a short dude getting there and do some like Spud Webb, like
making it look better.
That's gonna make it different.
Make it look better. Yeah. But shit, man, what about the game, man? The game, Giannis, he got the MVP. What do you think about that?
I mean,
he was perfect from the field.
Yeah, he
a lot of
numbers. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was perfect from the field. I get that. I definitely thought Steph should have got it though. Like
that was the same. It was just that night. We like storylines.
Yeah, it's it was crazy. LeBron was talking about being able to team up with Steph on the court, and then what Steph and even Dame, them boys is one step across the half court. Just lighting it up, man. So I thought Steph was going to win the MVP. Like you say, Giannis though, he was perfect from the field. But Team Durant, man, they stunk that shit up, man.
Going into it, I was heavy on the Team LeBron, but I definitely expected to be more competitive than that. I don't really like the layout, the new layout. I definitely understand the tribute to Kobe with the 24 points.
For sure.
But it's just like they had such a big lead. It's not like they would probably, if they had 12 minutes to play, it would have been more exciting. But just going to 24, Dame ended it in Dame fashion though. But it was entertaining. It was entertaining. As it's the All-Star game.
Nah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's all stuck in. The boys were shooting though.
Yeah, they were shooting.
That shit ain't fair.
It was crazy. Like, I'm watching it and then listening to Reggie Miller, and they was talking about Steph or Dame as far as shooting wise.
Yeah.
And Reggie Miller said Dame.
I didn't hear that part. I kept hearing Reggie saying that Steph was the best in the world.
He did, but then I think it was. I don't know if it was.
Oh, no, I know. Was it Kenny?
Or was it? Did Kenny say Dame?
No. Kenny was saying, all right, like at this point, like Steph, I want Steph taking my last shot.
Yeah,
I want Steph taking that's what it was. So like that's the argument, and I'm with Dame on that one. Last shot. At this point, Dame has showed me enough in his career that I would take him probably over anybody else in the league right now. Honestly, like that Dame time shit is real.
That shit is real.
I just watch him stink it up against the Warriors for like 3.5 quarters. Turned up to was like 3 for 13 or something like that in the fourth quarter. Turned it up. I'm a believer in that Dame time shit.
I was just watching something earlier this morning when last year or when he hit that shit on PG, that step back and PG was like, oh man, that's a bad shot.
Yeah, it might have been 2 years ago. Was
2 years ago?
Still, yeah.
It was like, man, that was a bad shot. And then they had something where they had to fast forward, and Paul George was like, nah, man, like that's Buddy. He's just he's in his bag. You know what I mean?
He really liked that. And I mean, shit, very, very recently that was considered a bad shot.
Yeah.
But these boys changing the game, man. I think at some point we're gonna have to have a 4-point line. Like, cause this should get ridiculous now. Mm-hmm. At some point they're gonna add that 4-point line. That line probably gonna be back another 4 feet. Cause that shit looking
crazy.
Looking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's looking crazy. But unfortunately, man, Joel and Ben Simmons, man, they couldn't shoot up. Contact with the barber that tested positive for the COVID. So that was unfortunate.
Did they have that situation earlier this year, or was that another team?
I'm not sure.
Like, I heard this barber thing a couple times, but yeah, man, I think I saw something that came out today that said it wasn't any other, infections or anything like that with any of the teams or players. So that's a good job by the NBA, getting that game off. They did some dope things with the HBCUs too.
Nah, they did.
With the tribute to the HBCUs. What was your thoughts on that?
It was dope, man. Obviously, shining light on the HBCUs. If you know me, I'm always bigging up the HBCUs, so I liked it. I always kind of, think about, why now HBCUs been around for a long, long time. So why was the
you know why?
I get it. I was in, it is what it is. Why the heavy push right now? You know what I mean? It's just been it's been there. HBCU's been there for so long. Yeah. The NBA they've had a lot of players in the NBA, such as the NFL that's come through those ranks. But again, I definitely appreciate the fact that just putting that spotlight on HBCUs and on the contributors and things of that nature, and just giving people a chance to shine their light, man. So it was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. And like you said, obviously, these institutions been around for a while now. The causes have been around, especially in these communities, these different teams. You think about all the teams in the different cities that they're in. Yeah. There are issues in those communities, even beyond the HBCUs that, obviously, and a lot of them do. A lot of them do a good job of helping, but it's obviously a lot more that can be done. And now that's kind of like the end thing to do. It's profitable to an extent for businesses to be, pro-Black and pro-this and pro-that. And, I take it, what I mean? But we also know this should have been the case, especially with how much these brands, these entities have profited off of, the entertainment and the players and all that. But it was dope though. The presentation was dope. I thought the intros were very dope with the teams. With the Team LeBron, Team Durant. Had the FAMU band. I believe they had a Grambling State band. Yeah. So yeah, man, shout out to that whole production and as always, just hope those monies those funds are going to the right places and the right causes.
The right causes for sure.
You know, going through the right hands.
Yeah.
Because we know how that go.
Damn sure. Damn right. So again, man, definitely it was a good job at the NBA, man, with All-Star weekend. Atlanta is wide open right now. It was crazy looking at some being wide open for sure, but it was just crazy seeing some of the videos and things of that nature this weekend. But hopefully everybody was safe. Sticking to this basketball though, big news. Blake Griffin to the Nets. How do you think this affects the Nets, the Eastern Conference, just the NBA in general? Do you think this move takes them to the top?
Man, what you got to, the things people got to do to beat LeBron, man. The things people got to do to beat the king, man. But nah, it definitely obviously Blake's not this he's not the Blake Griffin he once was, but still a good basketball player. Obviously a smart veteran basketball player, knows how to play the game. He got great weapons around him he'll have every opportunity to affect the game positively that he can, running the floor, catching lobs, doing things like that. I think it moves him up. It definitely makes him a better team, a bigger body. They don't have a bunch of big bodies. It's small ball for them, but to even have him at the center position for some minutes could be good for them.
Yeah.
I still give the slight edge to a healthy Lakers team, but this definitely makes the Nets team better. What you think?
Nah, I agree with you. Definitely makes him better, man. And now he does. Again, he's not the focal point, so he can do some things and feed off the other three guys that's on the three-headed monster on that mob. Again, like you say, he's not the Blake Griffin that we kind of came to know in when he was in LA, but for sure, definitely going to do some good things for the Nets. Still rocking with LBJ and the boys.
Yeah.
Come on, Marcus.
I would say ass.
Nah,
I'll say yeah.
He's still putting up some good numbers, but I get where you coming from.
So Denzel, this is my little brother. Denzel. So Denzel, you like Nets in 5 in the finals?
In 5, that's damn.
A lot of people been saying that healthy Nets team looking damn near unbeatable.
We're gonna see.
That's a lot. I mean, I can't go against LeBron with another player on this team like AD. I really like the Schroeder addition. I can't pick against Bron in that situation in 7. Like that size that I'm right with the Lakers, man. I can't go with it, Denzel. I can't go with you.
We're gonna see. Though. We're gonna see, man. Let me see what's Blake Griffin numbers this year.
Oh no. He said it be not good numbers. Hey, but who you like for your MVP this year? Who your top 3 right now for your MVP?
Man,
I give you mine if you.
Nah, go ahead. I'm looking up these numbers.
Mine right now, I got Joel Embiid at 1. This shit tough though. I feel like honestly, Dame Lillard is having an MVP year. But Embiid, LeBron. And I really like what James Harden doing right now too.
James Harden.
I'm gonna go Embiid, LeBron, Steph Curry doing some shit too right now.
I definitely like Embiid,
Joker,
LeBron.
Lillard. I'm gonna go Lillard.
I definitely like your Joel Embiid. I like Bron.
Joel Embiid, and he on some shit this year.
He on some shit, yeah. Lillard. I mean, you got in my top 3. You got some people out there though.
Yeah, you got some players out there. Like I said, Joker's balling as well. Steph, he's got that team being competitive. I don't think that's a great roster at all. Steph is balling. He averaging damn near 30. Lillard. I mean, it's some guys playing some ball right now, but those are my top 3.
Yeah.
For now.
Blake numbers, man, 12-5-4 right now.
Oh, I think I might be. I'm doing better than that in my 30 and up league.
Yeah, it's different out there though. 12-5-4.
12-5. But like I said, nobody coming into a Nets game is paying any attention to Blake Griffin right now.
Yeah.
Like there's absolutely no pressure on him to be anything but a good role player with this team. And I think a player like that who's been a lot of his career franchise player, I think that'll bode well for him, man.
The floor gonna be wide open for him.
Wide open.
It's gonna be wide open for him. So sure, he can be able to get do what he do. 12-5-4. I mean, it's not numbers that not all-star numbers, but if he's able to bring that over to the Nets, shit, that's doable. We can work with that. We can work with that.
That's a fact. We got somebody asked. I haven't really dove into that. I'm really just starting to watch these college guys. B. Sewell 513. What are some of y'all favorite DBs in the draft when the football talk comes back around?
Yeah,
you got any guys that you already been watching?
Nah, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna jump on there soon, but obviously Surtain Jr., Sante,
sir.
At the corner position, I gotta really get on my safeties, man. I
like Farley too.
Okay,
Farley, Horn.
I gotta break down some safety film. I'll probably do that within the next couple of weeks, man. Get on here and get to talk on some of these young boys.
Yeah, matter of fact, while we talking about that, so like I said, I like J.C. Horn. Somebody just mentioned the South Carolina boys. We're gonna definitely get into that. Have been watching these quarterbacks. Obviously, with so much going on with these quarterbacks, should guys be traded? Should we draft them? Sign them. Guys are in places wanting to be traded. A lot going on with quarterbacks right now. So starting to dive into these quarterbacks. And I know we were talking a little bit before we got on about number 2 pick in the draft. I think it's kind of a foregone conclusion. The Jaguars going to go with Trevor Lawrence at 1.
Yeah.
But at 2, the Jets, obviously same GM, new coach. Are they you think they should go in a different direction with Sam Darnold or stick with him and build around him?
If I was a GM, man, if I had my GM hat and I was in New York, I would stick with Sam Darnold, man. With that number 2 pick, I know it's a lot of teams out there that's looking for a quarterback. And I just, if I'm a GM and I'm looking at a quarterback, right? I need to know for sure, like, this quarterback is going to come in and change my franchise right now. You know what I mean? And I don't think, you don't
see that from Zach Wilson. I don't
see that with the same pieces that you have around right now in your building. I don't see a quarterback in this draft after Trevor Lawrence coming in my building and doing that. Whereas I could keep Sam Darnold, trade my number 2 pick, get some draft picks, whatever the case may be, to bring in the building and help, Sam Darnold and get some pieces around him. Because at the end of the day, we know, like, Sam Darnold, okay, you can say what you want to say about him. I think if you put some pieces around him, he could do something good for your franchise. That's my opinion. If I had to put on my GM hat for the Jets, what about you?
So Orlovsky was talking about Sam Darnold the other day, and my just opinion of him before really diving into and watching his games, breaking it down, was just like, he stinks. Thought he sucked. And I thought the cast around him, it wasn't the best, but damn sure wasn't the worst at the same time. Obviously, play calling gets a lot of heat. Once again, not the best. I wouldn't say it's the worst either. But I think a lot of the games that I watch, it was kind of on Sam Darnold. I've seen him do some good things, but not be consistent and do some really, really bad things. So I've been watching him more, though. I actually put a video out today of a game breakdown I did with him. But I've seen some good things that kind of surprised me, too. So it may be somewhere you build. But if I'm the GM right now, like I said, this opinion may change when I finish the film, I would take Justin Fields at that 2 spot. I would take Justin Fields because I don't think Sam Darnold will ever be good enough to consistently beat Josh Allen in that division.
All right. And so I mean, this is my thing, right? And I mean, I get you. Like, at the end of the day, It's about who you like, who you think can come in, you could, get fit for your system and take your organization to that next level. I just don't know if and Justin Fields is talented.
I love Justin Fields. I'm a Justin Fields fan though.
Yeah, you were the Tua fan. So with that being said,
that's not true. That's not true. I wasn't a Tua fan coming out of college. I was a Tua fan once he get to my team. A real fan of a team, we accept whoever with open arms.
A real fan is like gonna keep it a buck.
Nah, I'm not one of the fans that's gonna boo after the draft pick. Boo! I'm not one of the fans.
Nah, I'm not saying that you should be, but a real fan is gonna be like, you know what, that Tua pick was not a good pick. I hope he does well for my team, but I don't think it's a good pick.
Nah, you gotta be slight. I
got a homeboy. I got a homeboy in Florida right now. He used to play with the Colts, right? He used to play with the Colts, right?
I fucking sound familiar.
Yeah, he played nickel. He played safety, smart, very intelligent. You know what I mean? Played the game.
Oh, so there are few of those guys out there.
Played the game at a high level. Played the game above the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Very, very intelligent, man. Very intelligent. You know what I mean? But I think it's the same guy who was the captain on this motherfucking Tua train.
Hey, man.
You was you know what I'm saying?
Hey, to be a real fan, you got to be slightly delusional. You got to. It's mandatory. I'm back new to this fan thing, and I know once he's our guy, I wasn't high on him. He was a lefty. He was injured, but once we drafted him, it's like shit. Hey, he here now. We wait for that guy since Marino. So Tua's our guy. But a huge sign of intelligence is
4 weeks later
able to change your mind. All right, intelligent people change their mind a lot. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, talented quarterbacks, right? I just don't know if I would, on the number 2 pick, I don't know if I would just put it all on the young guys right now. I got a young guy, Sam Darnold. I feel as though he can do some things. I'm gonna try to fill some holes, bring some pieces in. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? And
let me ask you this: do you think, because when it comes to getting the playoffs and consistently winning, it's about winning that division? Mm-hmm. Do you think Sam Darnold will be good enough to consistently beat Josh Allen? Do you see that in Sam Darnold's ceiling? Like, what's the ceiling for you with Sam Darnold? Because for me, with Sam Darnold, the ceiling for him with good weapons around him, good play calling, is an average starting quarterback in the NFL. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. If I got the number 2 pick and I think as a head coach I'm gonna build a winner team, that's not good enough. So what do you think? What do you think about that with Sam Darnold?
Again, man, like if you put some pieces around him, because I feel as though we was having the same talk about Josh Allen a couple years ago. People didn't think his ceiling was there. Yeah, you can make the face. Everybody was like, oh, he has a big arm.
Let me think.
Think about it. 2 years ago,
I didn't see him being this.
Exactly.
I give you that.
That's my ain't no but.
I definitely saw him being better than Darnold. His ability to run the ball, like you said, his arm. But like I said, this to even pretend like I saw this Josh Allen. No, you got an outstanding point there. Point.
So that's my point. But with the organization, what did they do? They went out there, they got Stephon Diggs, they got John Brown, Beasley. They put pieces around them. The defense is one of the top defenses in the league. So now
great coaches as well.
Great coaches as well. You feel what I'm saying? So now he's in a position where he can succeed. He doesn't have to be this, all pro, even though he is, but they put pieces around him to flourish, right? Sam Darnold doesn't have that. So in my eyes, until we're able to see Sam Darnold with these pieces, like you said, Josh Allen has, you know what I'm saying, around him.
Josh Allen was improving, though. He was improving even before he got digged. Now, he made a big jump. Like I said, good coaching matters. All right, but I don't see it with Sam Darnold, bro. Not yet.
It's cool. I get that. And I'm just talking about this number 2 pick. Will I just be like, yo, I want to bring this young quarterback in and take it? And because you got to think about it, Justin Fields will come in this situation. Zach Wilson gonna come in the same situation with this same party around him. That's not gonna be successful. It's not gonna help them be successful, bro. And we've seen that story. It's not.
For sure. I think regardless of which quarterback is in there, you gotta build around them. That's definitely key. But even with that being said, with the good pieces around you, what's your ceiling for Sam Darnold?
Hey.
Like, what's your ceiling for? If you give him 2 more good pass catching options, another starter up front that's good, and C.J. Mosley be coming back on the defense. You got some other players coming back and stuff like that. So, what's your ceiling for Sam Darnold if you put a decent supporting cast around him?
The playoff team.
You think they're a playoff team? Because year in, year out.
I mean, they'll make it to the playoffs. I'm looking at Baker Mayfield. Shit, he made it to the playoffs with what they was able to bring around him. I think Sam Darnold can do that with the Jets.
Okay. All right.
I'm not saying he's gonna be a Aaron Rodgers or whatever, but I think he can get them team. He can get that team to the offs.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's average at best, in my opinion. But hey, I could be wrong. I would have said that about Josh Allen a couple years ago too. So
yeah, I know we've seen.
Actually, I take that back. His ceiling was always higher than Sam Darnold.
Boy, stop.
His ceiling was big guy, athleticism, huge arm. His ceiling was definitely higher. But on to another quarterback. So let me ask you this. I was thinking about this, and it's a lot of questions about if Dak should be, when he signs his new deal, should he be in that second spot? Like, a lot of people, he don't deserve that. We've seen plenty of good quarterbacks get great money.
Right.
And I was thinking about this. If that was Sam Darnold, who was drafted number 3 overall to the Dallas Cowboys, and he's had Dak Prescott's career up until this point, I don't think it would be a question if Sam Darnold should be the second highest paid quarterback in the league.
Again, though, it's not about. I don't think it's at this point. I don't think it's about Dak. It's all about
who?
Jerry.
The Cowboys or
it's about Jerry Jones. You know what I mean? So Dak,
not about Dak. Okay.
It's not about Dak. You know what I mean? It's about. Yeah. I think it's all it's Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones, and it's what they feel. It's in their how they kind of internalize that position for them. You feel me? I think if Dak was at another organization and was doing the same thing, I don't think we having this discussion.
Okay, that's fair because we've seen Stafford be the highest paid.
Exactly.
We've seen, I don't know. It's just too many. We've seen Jimmy G go sign a new deal with short resume and San Fran and be the highest paid. So yeah, I think it's definitely on Jerry because they should have handled this years ago. But even still, man, I just feel like just even the conversations and the back and forth about he shouldn't sign for this much or he shouldn't ask for this much. Like, bro, since when has that been the case?
Okay, right.
You know what I mean when it comes to your money. So
he should ask exactly what I mean, if I was Dak, I'm gonna ask exactly what Patrick Mahomes got. I'm gonna ask for
the worst they can say is no.
My God, exactly. I could be delusional as hell. Like I know I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah,
but why wouldn't I ask?
You got to come to the table like, hey, this is what I want.
It's a negotiation. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah,
because they gonna try to lowball the hell out you.
I'll start. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah, why not? Like, yeah, okay. I know I ain't gonna get it. All right, well, tell me where you gonna start at. But
we'll work our way up.
That's all about a negotiation. Don't sell yourself short.
That's a fact.
Because they could have might have had a crazy night the night before. They might be like, well, shit, let's talk. You know what I mean?
Let's talk. Hey, another negotiate. Hey, let them the first number out too.
Hey, for sure. That's why I say my number.
Unless it's gonna be Mahomes' number.
My number gonna be high as hell. But again, if I'm Dak, you gonna franchise me. But Next year, there's no talks. Don't try to come. Yeah, I'm out here balling in the middle of the season. Don't come knocking at my door.
You say that now. You say that now. They come there. They come there door take you 4 years, 165. You gonna say what?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. If I'm about to. If they franchise, we'll damn near be what 2 years, 70, almost like shit, more than 70 mil.
Yeah, it'd be something.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It'd be something crazy. So yeah, and we had to go.
So you go into the season saying, "Hey, it's my last year in Dallas."
When I sign my, no, I'm not gonna tell them because I don't want it to be no. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sit my agent down.
Make you the bad guy. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna sit my agent down and say, "Look, this is what we doing, right?" So when I sign this tag, we're not talking to them about no contract restrictions for the rest of the year. So that's something that me and my agent got to talk about. So my agent can be like, all right, cool. That's where your mindset is at. You know, I'll do my thing where I'll let them, you know, if they do come to us, I'll do my little bullshit talk or whatever. But I know, you know what I'm saying? My boss told me that we're not doing X, Y, and Z. We're not moving forward with this organization. And when the season comes, I'm hitting the free agency market. And then I'm really going to get that bag.
So you feel like it'll be, you feel like he getting top dollar here at the market?
No question. You have a good season, you bet on yourself. We all going to do that. You bet on yourself. You have a good season, you getting top dollar.
He got weapons around. He got the weapons around him to have a good season. I'll tell you that much. I hope he ball, man. I hope he get his money. I think he's more than deserving of it. And I think part of it is on Dak too. Part of it's definitely on Dak. You can put it on the franchise, but he definitely was the company guy when it was times he could have made some noise. You know, when it came to football things and off the field things. So sometimes being a company guy backfires on you.
So North for the Star. What up? 32 last year.
North for the Star.
38 this year. That's gonna put them right at 70. They're not franchising them next year. Again, next year. They're not gonna pay him 58.
58. Oh my God.
So he 2 years 70.
I mean, and then like you said, he hit the market or he signed it like he ultimately look like he gonna win.
He is gonna win. Shit, 2 years, $70 million deal, and then next year you hit the market, you'll get possibly 40, high 30s. Come on now.
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah, I don't feel that bad for him. I don't feel that bad for him. Shit, man. I'll be right back, man. You know I gotta take my little break.
Yeah.
Give me 30.
Pepe. That's money. Do the shmoney dance. Shout out. Do that shmoney dance for sure, man. Do you think it's worth paying any running back other than D. Henry? Seems like having 2 to 3 guys back there in the rotation is the move. D. Henry, I mean, if you see a back, man, you gotta. That's tough. As we all know, you can find a back late in the draft. We talk about that all the time. Again, it's just what that back does for your team. AK out there in New Orleans, he does a lot for that team. Top running back. You know, we see what D. Henry does. He's a monster. Obviously, you do have 2 to 3 guys in your rotation. Gotta have that. So, I mean, it depends on the organization and how they value the running backs. Obviously, the league, they value running back one way, but, you know, different organizations can value a running back differently. So, again, if it just fits in your plan where, you know, hey, we see this guy as a top talent, as a top guy, you feel as though you want to pay him top dollar, then that's what you're going to do. But, again, if I'm running an organization, I got to see what that running back does in my system and what they do for my system. And if he's kind of replaceable. If he's an irreplaceable type of guy, shit, I'm going to pay him that top dollar. One more Dak question. It is said Dallas Cowboys childhood team. Did you guys have a childhood team, and would you take different money to play there? Man, my childhood team was San Fran, and I actually played for San Fran. But nah, man, we can't take any discounts. We got to get it while the getting is good, baby.
Got to, man. Hey, people always give players heat for being quote unquote selfish, right? I mean, obviously the teams never get that tag. And that's putting a bad light. Like, players should be selfish to an extent. Like, when it comes to the business, like, you got to be selfish. You're only gonna be around for shit. You're very, very, very lucky. You're a unicorn. You played for 14 years. You play for 9, you're lucky. You play for 5, you're lucky. The average is 3. Like, you got to take care of your business, man.
If you get into the league, man, if you're able to even sign a contract, if you have to sign your name on any type of NFL contract, man, you're lucky. So for anybody, I don't care who you are, what's your day-to-day job, for you to be like, oh, you get this amount of money, like your whole thinking capacity is wide wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the business of me at this point in time. So say the New York Giants is the business of the New York Giants. They're gonna do what's best for the New York Giants. And when I'm on the other side of the table, I'm the business of Antoine Bethea. I'm gonna do what's best for Antoine Bethea. I don't care about none of that. Like, at this time,
that's what y'all figure out.
Y'all, it's me against you. And if I can get X amount of dollars, I'm gonna get X amount of dollars. And you know what I mean? It's no pay cuts. Now, obviously, some people do just because of whatever the situation is, where, you know, you've been playing in the city for 15, 16 years and you've been making 15, 20, $30 million a year.
Yeah, or maybe it could be some family stuff. Maybe your wife got a business there or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
Different things that factor in.
But
once again, that's the business of Antoine Bethea.
Exactly.
That's what's best for yours. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Yeah. But us as players, we're gonna be around a lot shorter time than that organization is gonna be around. Dallas Cowboys, when Jerry Jones is dead and gone, it's gonna be Stevens. Stevens gonna pass it down to somebody else, and that organization, that money and everything that come with it is gonna be passed down generation to generation. So you gotta get the most out of your 4, 5, 14 years, whatever it is. On that business side. And then, you know, obviously, depending on the team, if you're going to win, quality of life, it's different things that factor into those decisions, but also always got to make sure, you know, it's the best decision for you.
Yeah, no question.
Always.
No question.
I don't understand how fans don't see that.
Man, it's tough. Marcus Dupree, what up, my guys from the crib? If you're the Steelers, are you taking a running back with that first pick, or are you grabbing a defensive player?
Hell no.
But
I wouldn't grab a defensive player, though. I'd get an old lineman if I'm a Steelers fan. They went from when I was playing, that was probably one of the better old lines I played against, to one of the worst. You know, no running game. I don't care who you got at quarterback. If you don't have a running game, man, they be talking about all the time, you ain't got a chance. And the running game starts up front, you know, and if you got an Adrian Peterson or somebody like that, all right, you go out and get that guy. But picking where they picking, that's not a good spot to take a running back. And as soon as you draft a running back in the first round, shit, they top 10, probably highest paid their position because of how the league values the position. So even setting yourself up down the line, that's not a good move. Going old lineman. Old lineman for sure. Maybe a receiver, but I go old lineman.
Yeah. Another question. It's a good one. We talk about this all the time. I think we talk about this, you know, with a lot of our guests that come on here. I know it's different for every player, but how long did it take each of you guys to learn how to be a pro in terms what you have to do on and off the field to be ready to play? Again, you know, I think we talk about this a lot on this show. Obviously with a lot of our guests that come on. I know for me, it probably took me 2 to 3 years. I would say like 2 to 3 years as far as on the field, I think for me on the field, it was really about how to really watch film. How to watch film, and then off the field was really taking care of my body. I always worked out hard, worked out year long, year round. But just as far as the other things that we had to implement into our regimen, as far as massages and doing some yoga stuff, getting needling and things of that nature, just figuring out, you got to invest in your body. You take care of your body gonna take care of you. So for me, it was really 2 to 3 years, but even after that, I was still learning and implementing different things in each off season. So
yeah, that's the thing. Keep learning, keep growing. I think you always learn something every off season. Then you're in a different situation every off season too. Whether injuries or whatever, most of the time you're in a different situation. But for me, I say probably year four when I got to Indy, that's when I started just putting different things together, investing in my body off the field, because there was a lot of things I didn't really believe in, like getting massages, ice tub, cold tub. I wasn't doing none of that. Like, I stretch, I just worked, you know what I mean? So I felt like as long as I'm working out, as long as I'm in shape, and I show up back into the facility, OTAs, whatever, I'm gonna be one of the most in shape players on the team. So I felt like I was doing the right things. But as you get older, I had to learn, okay, let me go to get IVs, let me get to see this chiropractic consistently, let me start getting MAT, ART, and all this other stuff. And it definitely paid off. So I'll probably say year 4. But like you said, everybody's different. And even from year 4, I learned something and put something different, in my bag every year. But yeah, that's off on the field watching film. I had some old heads teach me early, but you kind of got to figure out what works for you. You know what I mean? Because the game changes. The guy, Sean Springs, he kind of taught me how to watch film. He had played for 13 years. Some things had changed. So like I learned kind of his fundamentals of watching it and then kind of made it my own. But yeah, man, everybody got their own way. You got to figure out what works for you. Ask questions, like AB said on one of our most recent episodes. Always ask questions, man, because I learned a lot more from players, veteran players, than I did from coaches.
Yeah.
Like the veteran players, they can show you everything you know in between those lines and outside of them.
Yeah. Hey, we got some good questions, man. Y'all keep bringing them questions in. It's a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Man to Man Pod. I read it. Man to Man Pod from Vic. Instead of Fox. Boy, man. You think we see Earl Thomas get picked up this season? I'll let you get that one first, safety.
Man, it's gonna be a tough one, man, but I'm gonna say no.
I'm with you. I say no as well.
I'm gonna say no, man, and it's tough, but I don't see it, man. I would have thought maybe last year.
Yeah, I feel like when it didn't happen last year and he was healthy.
Yeah, like now it might be tough, man. So that's my opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I agree with you on that one. And I don't know what the details. I know some details, but some things that happen, and it's a relationship business, just like a lot of businesses are out there. It's a relationship business, and all these people know each other. All these guys know each other. So once we even think about bringing in AB or Darius, we get on the phone and, hey, man, all right, bet. And that's kind of how it goes. So I hope I'm wrong. Hope he get another shot if he want to play. If he doesn't play again, I think he had a Hall of Fame career. He was one of the best free safeties during his tenure for sure. Mm-hmm. So obviously was on the legendary defense out there in Seattle.
Yeah,
it's one of the catalysts of that. So if it is a wrap for Earl Thomas, man, shout out to him for a great career and good luck with everything going forward.
No question. Somebody asked a question about my guy, the Bong Bomber.
Who that? Who was that? Oh,
What team do you think will be next to try and sabotage top? Look at here, man. The next, I'm gonna put it in the atmosphere. I'm all about that positive energy out there. It's gonna find its way to my man Ty. The next time he go, man, he gonna get a shot, man. He gonna do some things, man.
What's a good team?
I think we had talked about it before. Chi-Town.
Okay, Chicago.
I
think we'll be definitely upgraded from Trubisky.
Oh, definitely.
Why every quarterback why we keep putting quarterbacks in Chicago? Quarterbacks keep putting themselves in Chicago.
Hey, Russell said Chicago. I think Russell was like that was top 2.
What did Deshaun Watson say Chicago too?
I don't know. I seen the Chicago jersey on Deshaun. I don't know if he said he wanted to be out there, but
that wouldn't be a top destination for me as a quarterback. It's cold as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I got Matt Nagy.
Bro, you got a crazy defense though. Like
you have a very good defense, but
you halfway there.
I say, all right, it's mandatory. We get Allen Robinson. Y'all want me? Y'all got to sign Allen Robinson first. Tell him I'm on the way. Yeah, let me get his phone number. That'll be mandatory if I'm going to Chicago to be a quarterback.
You halfway there. Ace Boogie, what they do? LV will be a good spot. LV, man, they got Carr and Mariota, so yeah. So
What about the football team? He from the DMV area. Watch the football team.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a decent landing spot.
Patriots need a quarterback. I wouldn't want to see him in that situation with no weapons.
No weapons. Yeah, you gotta give me some. Gotta give my dog some.
Something to work with, man.
Yeah. Tyrod off the rails. I want Tyrod Detroit trade going for a summer Gatorade.
Is that how the Detroit fans feel about golf, man?
Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, let us know, Tom. Is that how I want to know how the Lions fan feel about their new head coach and their new quarterback. You got a new GM, a new head coach, a new quarterback. So
I know y'all coaching staff getting stacked though. Like they bringing some Antoine Randall L, receiving coach. I want to say they brought Staley over as a running backs coach. I want to say from Philly.
They got him from Philly?
I think am I tripping?
I didn't see that news. Let me look it up real quick. You know, we're responsible journalists.
Yeah, we are responsible. We just can't be on here talking shit.
Somebody over here broke some fake news with KJ Wright. Oh, he did go to Detroit. I came to Detroit because it felt right. And I know he got overlooked a few times for that head coaching job. So I think that was probably the straw that broke the camel's back with that situation in Philly.
Yeah, so man, all right, Earl Thomas not Hall of Famer. I don't know.
Who said I gotta click that? I gotta make sure that Earl Thomas is not a Hall of Fame. Is not Hall of Fame material, but they is Hall of Fame. I agree with you in the second part, but I think Earl belongs in there as well. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he deserves.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Aaron Glenn, D coordinator. Yeah, man. So they got a coaching staff that's definitely, if you look, you know what they did in the league.
That's those some solid pieces.
Some solid pieces. They're gonna be able to bring knowledge to the locker room, to the meeting rooms. And what I like about that, no hate on a coach that's never played, but when you have these perspectives of players that's played the game, they know the type of positions that you're going to be in. So they're not asking you to do no outlandish-ish that they haven't done. You know what I'm saying?
That look good on paper.
That look good on film. When you clicking 3 and 4 times, like, you should have did this. I'm like, look at here, man. But we're going to see, man. We're going to see. I like what the coach is bringing to the D, Paul.
Hey.
But we're gonna see what's up.
Yeah, definitely some great pieces there. Like we said earlier, it's a relationship business. And you got it. I know I heard Malcolm Jenkins talking about Aaron Glenn and Deuce Staley, I believe, because he's got experience with both. I think he said Aaron Glenn should be a head coach and Deuce Staley should be a head coach. I think I heard him on the Be a Pro podcast with Mike Adams, Coach Mike Adams now there in Chicago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so shout out to those guys getting those opportunities. And like you said, obviously it's I'm not a delusional Lions fan, so it's gonna be a road up to get that to a respectable winning organization. But I think they got a lot of the right pieces in place. So shout out to Detroit. Kneecap biting, capital of the world. Chargers head coach from last year in the offensive. Okay. So Anthony Lynn is the OC too? All right, that's a bet, man. That's a bet, man. What else y'all got?
Michael Ward. Does Todd Bowles get another look at it as a head coach if they do well next year, or does he stay and collect rings? He'll get another look at another head coaching job for sure. You guys got to think about young defense, young secondary. Got some play time under their belt. Their play is going to elevate. Obviously, you got some free agents that you got to get back on that defensive side, but I just see them going up. So if they continue to play well,
for the people that don't know, what would you say? What's the biggest reason for, like, obviously people know, okay, you play with each other, pause, more continuity, et cetera, but how does that, like, give us a tangible, like, example of that, of like playing with, like, you're a young group, the secondary group, and you say, all right, that group is going to get better. Like, what are some things that's going to happen to make that group better for people that don't know?
Just so you got to think about this first. When you put pieces together, you just got to look at the individual, right? So you got individual pieces, right? So individual pieces that's got enormous amount of play time. They've made mistakes. They've learned from their mistakes. So now when you bring that play time together, again, like you just said, as far as camaraderie, the communication, you know what I mean? The communication is different. And now you just think about implementation of the defense your next year, right? So now when you come in to OTAs next year, even though as a coach you want to start from day one, cover two, cover three, but as players we're talking way more advanced early in the game. You know what I'm saying? So our conversation that we having this year is way different than what it was last year this time.
Yeah, that was 100 level stuff. Now we on
1,000 right now. So now it's just that conversation, that talk. You coming off a Super Bowl win, so your swag, you feeling confident now. So that just plays a big part in just confidence. And when your coach is seeing this, right? When your defensive coordinator, when your DB coaches, linebacker coaches are seeing this, they're like, look, like we're about to take this to a new level. Now, now your DC feels comfortable of calling some more exotic blitzes or some different packages, where before it was like, okay, we're young. We're gonna find this package that works well for us, where we can fly around. But now Todd Bowles being a student of the game, and really knows, how to, fool offenses, man. Now I'm just excited just to kind of see where this defense and where they can get to.
Yeah, I am as well, man. Like you said, young group. Winfield been a rookie, rookie started Super Bowl champ, played a lot of meaningful downs. Very similar to yourself, come in and play a lot of meaningful downs as a rookie. How was your group makeup around you though? I know Bob had been there, but how old were the other guys, and like what kind of position were you put into as far as communication wise?
So it was myself, it was Bob, and then you had Marlon Jackson, who played the nickel position in his second year. And then you had Jason David and Nick Harper, where they were I think Jason David, that was maybe his fourth year. Nick Harper was, might have been like 7, 8 or whatever the case may be. So for me, even though I was a rook, I still had to communicate, but it wasn't as much communication for me. And then the defense that we were playing, it wasn't any fire zones. We were mainly cover 2, cover 1, cover 3. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing for us was like, we needed to know what we were doing. We didn't want to make it a chess game or whatever. Coach Dungy things was we was gonna do better. We whatever we did, we was gonna do better than what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for us, it wasn't no being a genius out there. Look, if you got the D third, get in D third.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you had curl flat, get the curl flat, get to your drop and do what you're supposed to do. So my rookie year, man, it wasn't a whole lot of communication like it was in some other places that I've been. But again, man, it was a good time. Good time.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to them guys evolving, man. But they balled out last year, and that's really what defense is. Playing balls, I mean, do simple better.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it over and over and over again. And we talked about that LOB defense with Earl Thomas. Like, that was a very simple defense on paper, but those guys just knew each other. They knew where guys were going to be. They knew how offenses were going to attack them. They weren't doing the 100-level stuff. They grew up together. And so they were on that, 400 or 500 type level communication. And that's how you play faster and make plays. And that's really how you make good defenses, especially. It's not just about the individual pieces. Oh, we got a corner that's tall and fast here and a safety that can come up and hit. Nah, you got to add those pieces, got to work together. So looking forward to that evolution. But I believe Todd Bowles, I think if the hiring cycle happened after the Super Bowl, he would have got a head coaching job. I think he should get another shot. And I think he will.
Yeah, no question.
I think he will. All right, man. So we out. I had somebody ask me when my next appearance on Pat's show. I'm not sure. But I'll let you guys know. And like I said, check out the socials today at Darius J. Butler on IG and Twitter. I'll be dropping that Sam Darnold report today for his first game that I broke down. It was against the Colts. Wasn't a good one either, but y'all tap in. All right, man. We out.
Peace and love, man.
Gone.